No, you didn't. But the new guy seems to be doing well.
Yeah, he's,
Just your music?
is that yours too? I kept saying, yeah.
That was pleasant.
Okay, I think we're ready. If
You have more to play?
do I have more what?
More to play?
No. That little song.
Good, how are you?
All right, the
Ready?
recording has started.
We'll go ahead and take roll call.
Mr. Elliott,
Here.
Mr. Taylor,
Here.
Mr. Lawler,
Here.
Mr. Hilsinger,
Here,
Mr.
So we have-
Cunningham,
Here.
Mr. Ballard.
Here.
we have 6 meeting summaries. We need a motion to accept the executive meeting, October 3rd, 10th.
In the motion.
Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it. Status sheet, we need a motion to accept.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. 6-0. We have no committee reports. And we'll go to the first item, PC 29-22, Vetcare Partners LLC.
Good evening. PC 29-22 Vetcare Partners LLC is a request for an amended C.U.P. in the C2 and FPC2 for a 6.57 acre tract on the east side of Telegraph Road, approximately 360 feet south of Golden Valley Drive. As you recall from public hearing, this site is in South County, and there you can see it outlined in red on the aerial. From this aerial, you can see some of the surrounding commercial development along Telegraph Road and the single-family development behind. This is the preliminary site development plan presented at public hearing. The petitioner is using a previously approved site development plan, and they are not proposing any new site improvements, and the tenant space in question is highlighted in red. The department is recommending approval of this request. We find that it is appropriate at this location and that it meets the criteria for a conditional use permit as laid out in the zoning ordinance, and the department is not recommending any additional site improvements. So at this time, I would like to request a motion.
Okay, we need a motion.
Second the motion.
Discussion, anyone?
Mr. Hilsinger, I would just add that we
Yeah.
brought this as a letter of recommendation tonight.
Okay, we're doing both then. Okay, seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. And we'll go on to PC 30-22, Club Carwash. You never see Carwash.
PC 30-22, the Club Carwash Operating LLC's requests for conditional user permit in C2 shopping district. The proposed use is automated car wash with vacuum base. The tract is 1.9 acres and located on northwest corner of Jefferson Lane and Telegraph Road. In the context map, you can see the site is located in the South County, and the site is outlined in red in the aerial. You can see the site is outlined in red in this aerial, and the property is surrounded primarily by single-family houses. And this is the preliminary site development plan presented at the public hearing. Basically, the plan comprised with 2 land plots. The northern land plots, 0.71 acres in extent and allocated for the future development. And the southern land plot will be used to build the automated car wash facility. There will be 16 vacuum stations, and also there will be 3 access points, one from Telegraph Road, one from the Jeffersonian Lane, and one shared access point between 2 land plots. The department recommends to extend the landscape buffer yard along the Telegraph Road, close the northern entrance, and 2 parcels use only the 1 shared access point on Telegraph Road. Also, all vacuum stations be 100 feet from western limits of the property. These are the preliminary architectural elevations, and there are 5 glazed windows on the southern facade, and there are 2 glazed windows in northern facade. And at the entrance and exit of the Carwash tunnel, the structure is 30 feet tall, and the middle part of the tunnel is 15 feet tall. The tall elements at the entrance and either end have an angle roof line with glazed windows. And the building has 2 colors of architectural concrete masonry units, red metal awning over one door and 2 windows, and black metal coping along the roof line. Additionally, the department recommends that the 10% of facade include fenestrations, decorative coping, light sconces, and awning should be used as embellishments. The department recommends approval for this request, as this request meets the criteria for conditional use permit and it is appropriate for this use. And in addition, department apply 3 limitations: landscape buffers, decorative, site-proof fencing adjacent to residences, the height of light standards to 16 feet in height. The final one is limiting hours of operation from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week. So at this time, I request a motion.
I'd like to make a motion for approval. Second.
Discussion, anyone? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. And we will go on to correspondence. First item is PC 01-20, OND Explore.
Good evening, Commissioners. Before you have PC 01-20. The petitioner is OND Explore LLC, and the zoning is C-8 Planned Commercial District on a tract size of 1.26 acres on the southwest quadrant of New Halls Ferry Road and Seven Hills Drive. The request is for an extension of time to submit a site development plan. You can see on the left that there is a context map, so we're dealing with a site in North County, and on the right is a aerial with the site outlined in red. Here is a larger aerial, and you can see the site along New Halls Ferry outlined. The department is recommending approval of the request. We deem the request appropriate. Previously, this site experienced a denial of a previous request for a marijuana facility license. And since then, there was a change of ownership, which kind of disrupted the site development plan submittal process. And in addition, the petitioner is currently prepared to submit a site development plan for review. And at this time, I would like to request a motion.
Okay, we need a motion.
What exactly did they want to open here?
A packaged liquor store.
So just, I want to give the commission just legally sort of what Mr. Grine is discussing is that this C-8 does permit all C2 permitted uses and a medical marijuana dispensary. So this came to public hearing, and so because a packaged liquor store is a permitted use by right in the C2 shopping district, the request or the action in front of the commission is really regarding the ability for the applicant to extend time to submit a new site plan. Because a packaged liquor store, when greater than 1,000 feet from another packaged liquor store, is permitted by right in the C2 shopping district.
And we did confirm that this location is over 1,000 feet from another active packaged liquor store.
And without the extension, what happens?
Well, without an extension of time, I think I would confer with the county counselor's office about how this ordinance would be applied to this process. So with that, I don't have a perfectly great answer for you. But I would confer with the county counselor's office should
Okay.
the commission decide that.
Okay, good answer. Well, we need a motion of some kind. What do we want to do?
Oh, no.
Well, you and I are making a motion. Are you making a motion for denial?
Yes.
Okay, and you want a second? Okay, we got a first and second for denial. Discussion, anyone? Seeing no one, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we're gonna get to know the answer. Next is PC 28-22.
Good evening. As you may recall from your public hearing, PC 28-22, Dr. Asfar Malik was a request for a C8 to a C2 change in zoning for 1.01 acres located on the northeast corner of Old Tesson Ferry Road and Griffin Road, east of Tesson Ferry Road. This location is located in South County across from the Tesson Ridge development. The petitioner was asked to withdraw without prejudice.
Okay. We need a motion.
Make a motion.
We have a first and second. Any comments, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, 6-0. Next, we'll go to PC 06-83, Taylor-Morley.
PC 06-83 Taylor-Morley-Simon is a C8 planned commercial district governing 1.3 acres on the east side of Mackenzie Road, approximately 200 feet south of Revis Road. The request is to remove the square footage limitation for retail and personal service uses in the C8 ordinance. This site is in South County, and there you can see it outlined in red on the aerial. The existing strip center was developed in the early 1980s and is about 15,000 square feet. The tenant mix currently is primarily offices for an insurance agent. It also contains an IT support office, an architect, and a wholesale jeweler and a massage therapist. The C8 ordinance permits offices, including medical and dental offices and laboratories, a private adult school for business, professional, or technical training, fitness or exercise center, business, professional, and commercial sales and service, but specifies that retail and personal service functions shall not exceed 10% of the gross floor area for the offices. So the department is recommending approval of this request. The ordinance currently limits the retail and personal service uses to 10% of the gross floor area. However, the current tenant mix already exceeds that 10% number. The petitioner indicated in their letter that they purchased the property earlier this year and were unaware of the limitation until they applied for permits for some other proposed work. That work includes parking lot upgrades, the removal and replacement of the existing signage, some changes to the door security, and other various building updates on the interior. The department is recommending approval, noting that the development along this portion of Mackenzie Road has become more commercialized in the decades since the C8 ordinance was passed. And we find that retail and personal service uses are compatible with the surrounding land uses. And we also note that the parking requirements will still need to be met at the site, and the mix of tenants may require the parking area to be reconfigured to meet those requirements. So at this time, I'd like to request a motion.
Go ahead.
So Just backs up right to the condominiums that are right there.
Yes. So the condos on the aerial, they're right above and
Then the house is right behind them.
right.
And there's one business that's right over here that's been there forever, older strips. place.
Yeah.
Got a restaurant and a laundromat.
Yes.
That's been there forever. But those condos were built about the same time that this building was built.
Yes. I think they were,
And it was the doctor and it was low-key commercial. What are the hours gonna be for what is going to be coming in there? The hours of.
let me refer back to the petitioner's letter. I believe it's standard hours of operation for a business, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Let me,
Yeah, they may not, go ahead and take a look, Abby. They may not have, we did not ask if they didn't tell us, although this would be a case in which the commission could recommend any retail uses to close at 9 PM or, whatever time the commission finds to be a reasonable decision.
Wasn't this originally a school?
yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They do not specify in their letter what the hours of operation are.
So it could be the commission, if the commission would like for us to go back to the petitioner and clarify that, or if the commission feels comfortable making a recommendation just based on the general sort of nature of general retail and commercial uses at the site, whatever the commission finds to be appropriate.
I'd say 9 to 5 would be about it because of how it backs up. I mean, it's off there and it's right against those.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make a recommendation, and then if they don't like it, they can come back.
Come back.
And request.
So would it be that the commission would find 9 to 5 as
Talk about it.
You want to make a motion to that?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? Should I extend it to 6 o'clock or? Most doctors' offices or anybody that's professional like that, what are they usually open to? Because I don't look for a quick shop or something to go in there or a.
No, it's not designed
Vape
for that.
shop or, which could go in and they're gonna be open much later. I don't think anybody would appreciate that.
I'd say 6.
So maybe 8 to 6?
Yeah.
8 to 6?
Yeah.
8 to 6.
we
Yeah.
can update your letter to reflect
Yeah.
an additional 8 AM to 6 PM.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion for approval with 8 to 6 being in the hours of operation.
We have a second.
Second.
Anyone else discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. And we'll go on to PC 13-21 South County Dodge Chrysler.
PC 13-21 South County Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. As the commission may recall, this petition came to you earlier this year, in which the petitioner requested a change in zoning from C3 to C8 to allow for a car wash, detailing facility, and a photography studio for vehicles. The Planning Commission did recommend approval, and the County Council concurred, thus adopting C8 Ordinance 28,555. This location is in South County, and the property is outlined in red on the aerial. Upon applying for the site development plan, the petitioner is asking to amend the C8 ordinance as the trash enclosure setbacks. There was an unintentional error when conditions were drafted. The setback as adopted exceeds the depth of the track and could never be facilitated with the lot's current configuration. So staff recommends revising the trash enclosure setback to 120 feet from the right-of-way of Lee May Ferry, which would locate the trash enclosure in the northeast corner of the tract as shown on the petitioner's preliminary site development plan. And at this time, I ask for a motion.
Okay, we need a motion.
Second motion.
Discussion? Questions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. And I think we've got site plans. You want to do these together?
Sure, however you feel, yeah, if you, however you feel comfortable.
Either way,
Opposed
sure.
to
Yep,
it,
they're
so-
quick.
Do you want Abby to run through them on the
Yeah, we'll
screen?
do both together, yeah.
Okay. So the first is PC 46-19 Panera. This is a conditional use permit in the C2. It's a 1.1 acre tract on the south side of Gravois Road, approximately 350 feet west of Tesson Ferry Road. Here's the site. It's in South County. This is just the site plan for your reference. The only thing before you today is the architectural elevations for approval. This is facing Gravois Road. This is the elevation where the drive-through window is. This is the west elevation. And here's the rear elevation. And the department is recommending approval. And you'd like me to go on to the next
Yeah,
one?
go
Okay. PC 03-21 Dan Wagner is a C8 covering 4.7 acres on the north side of Gravois Road, approximately 780 feet east of Denny Road. The site is also in South County, and there it is outlined in red. Here's the site development plan showing the new self-storage facility and the outdoor storage for boats and the 2 curb cuts access from Gravois Road. This is the utilities plan going through the traffic control plan. This is the existing site conditions. These are some site details showing the fence and some parking. These are additional details for the outdoor RV storage canopy. Here's the lighting plan, the landscaping plan, which we'd note adds additional landscaping along that northern property line, and the architectural elevations. And the department is recommending approval.
Okay, we need a motion for PC 46-19 and 03-21 site plans. So moved. Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. Feeling pretty good.
Mel, we do have a public hearing in 1 week?
Yes, there's a
Yes.
public hearing a week from today. It's going to be kind of a long one. There are 5 petitions.
Well, 6 with the E PEU.
One is a 2-parter, so really it's 6 petitions. But then in terms of December, on the Q4 schedule, we had shown an executive meeting on Monday, the 5th, and a public hearing on Monday, the 12th, basically the same layout as this month.
But it would be, if it's the commission's will, that's how we would have laid it out standard, having one on the 5th and one on the 12th. But if the commission would like to consolidate those because it is December and the holidays onto the 12th.
And we do, either way, we do
Either way.
have time to hold them both on the 5th, if
Or the-
that's the,
or the 12th.
or the 12th.
So whatever the commission, if the commission would like to keep its normal schedule, or if it'd like to condense down to one meeting
What do
in
you think?
December.
We gotta be back here next week anyway, right?
Yes.
We'll just table it and let them think about it.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
And one thing I do want to let the commission know is I will not be at the public hearing in 1 week, so Mel will be sitting in as the administrative officer, sitting here, assisting the commission if there are any questions during public hearing.
And he made that decision before the number of petitions was finalized, just for the record.
What's your cutoff? 3?
Well,
The commission's bylaws say that only 6 petitions can be put on one public hearing
This is like
notice.
the old days.
Yeah.
When we used to have Wildwood, there used to be
Mm.
7 or 8 in the night.
In a night.
Yeah.
And then 3 a
Sometimes we
month.
Get out here at 1 in the morning,
Jeez. Yep.
and we loved every minute of it.
Exactly.
They missed that stuff.
Are there any updates on any sort of special pending actions that would be of interest? So the lowest mans, the county council did have a PIC on the lowest mans that was request for the special business permit. In that case, it was the commission's denial of that permit was upheld by the council. So that was sent to PIC because the applicant did appeal that decision and that request, and it was upheld. That was what? last
That
week?
was Thursday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are there any, were there?
And
any
then
ones?
the other PIC meeting for PC 8401, I think I mentioned it to Mr. Hilsinger, where the commission recommended denial of the
For the Torrey Pines.
the Torrey Pines Shopping Center, where there's the limit on the restaurants and they were asking for a greater parking reduction. The committee did vote to recommend reversing the commission's recommendation. So that will go to the full council. I suppose that'll be on their agenda
On the
next week.
agenda next week.
But since their recommendation was to reverse the planning commission's recommendation, they'll have to have a supermajority at final passage for that bill. So we'll be following that as well. I can't think of anything else.
Either.
We'll have plenty of petitions for the December public hearing.
Anything good? We need
Some
to
cell
take care of it.
towers, another car wash, just more of this, more of the same.
Car wash and cell tower.
Yep. Childcare center, there's some good.
Okay.
Oh, that's next.
There, that's a.
There might even be a couple that we've been seeing a lot of childcare centers lately.
Recently, yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you want to come, don't you?
I mean, I'll be here for
You can watch the
December,
stream.
so.
All right, with that, we need motion to adjourn. Moved.
Second.
Discussion, seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed, ayes have it 6-0. See you next week.
All right, see you in a
Right.
week.
No, you're not gonna be here next week.
I'm not gonna be here next
Are
week.
you really going on vacation?
I am.
I'm going on vacation.
Is that what this is? Is that what they call it now?
It's on your mind.
You know, you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly, I'm trying to help you. a little.
And most